Hello, everyone. Welcome to the November board meeting for Judge Foundry. It should be a quick meeting today. We do have some new business, but lots of things to cover over. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. We'll start as usual with minutes from previous meetings. I hope everybody's having an opportunity to review the September meeting minutes and the October meeting minutes. Does anyone have any issues with those minutes? Sounds like no. Okay. In that case, the minutes can get posted to their usual spot, and those are good to go. The next thing on the agenda is the membership report. The membership report is as follows. We have gained 16 affiliate members in the last month. We are up 1 L2 and down 7 L1s. Hopefully that means we'll get some new L1 certifications. I do know of at least one of this L2 certification and some L1 certifications, so as always, there's a little bit of churn here. Overall, that puts us at 1,090 members, 10 plus 10 in the last month. Next on the list is the Treasurer's report. Toby, do you have that for us?
Yes, I have September and October. I'm going to just go through September and then I'll go through October. So I didn't want to do a big combined report. I felt like that would make things a little more confusing. So in September, we took in $4,480.79 of dues. We had a lot of expenditures in September. We were paying for a bunch of the annual meeting stuff. We were paying for some loading ready run videos and just our regular monthly expenses, email hosting, marketing, stuff like that. And so our expenditures in September were $3,948.58, which means our net revenue was only $532.21. But again, we had a bunch of sort of one-off, non-repeating expenses, especially associated with the annual conference. So our assets at the end of September were $60,516.86. We had $501.06 in liabilities. So our total liabilities and equity was $60,516.86. You can see the more detailed report on the Judge Foundry website. I'm just going to quickly go over October. So in October, we took in $4,992.29 in dues. So I think that was a little up from September, which is great. We had fewer expenses this month. We did have an advance on our accounting payment as well as the Judge Apps video payment. And then, the regular monthly stuff that we pay for to maintain the organization, our website, our email, stuff like that. So our expenditures are $1,381.29, which means our revenue was $3,611. No cents, actually, nice and flat. The beginning of this month, we started with a bank account balance of $63,666.80. Our credit card only had $60 on it from, I can't quite remember what, but we paid it off right before this report came out. So our total liabilities and equity at the end of, after all was said and done, is $63,666.80.
Awesome. Thank you, Toby. The next thing on the agenda is the Q&A. Matt, do you want to read these questions for us?
Sure. Let me find the right window. There we are. Let's see. First question from Daniel Crabtree. Are there any updates on the Judge Program Manager hired by Wizards? If so, what relationship do you see taking place with this new role or program?
So, as Judge Foundry, we have no official updates. We haven't gotten anything official from Wizards to put forward about it. Samantha Haar was hired into the position, if people weren't aware of that. She started in the role already. We wish her the best. We really look forward to seeing her in the role, seeing what she's going to do with the Judge Program, and supporting her and supporting the Judge Program as it goes forward. For those who aren't familiar, just to make sure that we all know the history, Samantha Haar was the final Judge Program Manager for Judge Academy. So she has extensive experience with this, and I'm excited to see her in the role, personally. So.
Okay, thanks. And then our other question for this month comes from Perry. If I try to pronounce his last name, I know I'm going to get it wrong.
Quaker.
So, what's that?
Quaker, like Quaker Oats.
Quaker, thank you. Perry wanted to ask if there are any updates regarding the creation of a code of conduct for our organization. Additionally, once the code of conduct is established, could you share how you plan to ensure that all members adhere to it?
Thanks, Matt. I'll take this question. So we've been iterating on a code of conduct for a long time, kind of internally, and we still haven't gotten to a state that we really like about it. It's a very difficult thing. You've probably heard some of the other comments we've had on this for the last 2 years. Once we get to something that we like, we'll publish it and do what we can. As I always say, we have mechanics as part of our organization where we can apply disciplinary actions to people if we need to. The board acts as the conduct committee effectively. So if you know any conduct issues, you can let us know. We will review them. In terms of and some of the problems are really that how do we plan to ensure that all members adhere to it? That is a very difficult thing to do, and the actions we have to take are risky and complicated. So we're being careful here, and we'll keep updating. I know people will keep asking, and feel free to reach out to me or anyone on the board directly, and we can get you more details.
Okay, that's all of the questions that we received.
Okay, thanks, Matt. Next on the schedule is new business. I have one resolution here that was submitted in advance for allocating funds for conferences. Does someone want to review what this does?
I would like to talk about that a little bit. So this resolution doesn't give the conference team a full budget. It just gives them a budget for another couple months. I'm still working through a bunch of the financial stuff, and we want to make sure we don't overspend or anything. So this just gives them $2,000. I mean, they have it for the entire year, but the long-term plan is hopefully to give them more money as long as that's not going to cause any massive issues. But this is just going to kind of tide them over for now. And it means that we as the board don't need to vote, to approve every cup of coffee that every conference buys for its members.
Does anyone have any other commentary on this?
I just want to reiterate that, as Toby mentioned, this is something that they have for the entire year, and this is sort of a stopgap for now. It's a Band-Aid while we get the financial reports and talk internally about how much money we want to throw at them for later. So there will be more funds later.
Yeah, the other thing I'll note before we vote on this is that this is like a big flag to everyone out there that if you want a conference, it's funded and we have a new structure. Please go apply for your conference. They have money. They probably want to spend it and give you cool things. Okay, if there's no other comments, then we'll move on to voting. The motion is on adopting the resolution number 1 for allocating fund for conferences. All in favor, raise your hand. I see 5 hands. It's unanimous. The resolution is adopted. We have allocated funds for our conferences. Great. Did we have any other business? I see something else here.
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
I would like to move to call a special meeting of the members on Wednesday, January 14th, 2026 at, I believe that we had said 6 p.m. Central Time, or will we? Yeah. Well, no, we're going to make it the same as this. It's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time via video conference for the purposes of receiving a report from the Bylaws Committee and amending the bylaws to change the method and time period for voting in annual elections. So to make that clear, that is to call a special member meeting January 14th, 2026, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it's all clearly together.
Just sanity checking. It is Central Standard Time. We're not in daylight time because it's January. Great. Are we all good with that time?
It's the same scheduled time as board meetings, so that's great. To line up with board meetings. We had a little bit of waffling on it, but I think
I just going to we can always change it right now if we want to.
If anybody has objections, I'm happy to change it. But
time is good.
Yep, that works for me. So if nobody has any other commentary, then we'll move forward. The motion is, as Rob stated, to call a special meeting of the members on Wednesday, January 14th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Central Time for the purposes of the bylaws, things that he indicated.
Yep. And so to provide commentary, this was a motion. So this is going to be on a related bylaws change to the one that was put forward that was voted down at the general, or was not passed at the general member meeting. to change the nature of voting. The bylaws committee has to present the exact text on that yet, but it's a special meeting for just the purpose of just this one vote, so that we can try to move forward on.
Okay, great. So we'll go ahead and move to voting. The motion is, as Rob stated, to call this special meeting of the members at the time he said, Wednesday, January 14th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Central Time for the purposes of what Rob said. All in favor, raise your hand. I see 5 votes, so it's unanimous. We will have a special meeting of the members at that time, and I'll note for everyone out there that is going to work very similarly to, for most people, it will look very similar to our annual meeting. There'll be a Zoom link, and everybody will have to come in and vote, and quorum, and all of those fun things. So we'll increase the marketing on that, moving up to that to make sure we can get everybody in. But I think there's a lot of support for this bylaws change, so hopefully we can get something that we like. Okay, next thing on the agenda is announcements. Does anyone have any announcements they want to get out?
Yeah, I have a couple.
Sure.
One of them, Spider-Man set update quizzes are still out there and available. Please take those. Hone your skills a little bit, hone your knowledge, and they're really important for maintenance once we hit that time period. And the next one is Exemplar. As you are working events or communicating with your regional advocates, or just experiencing great community work or just great judge work, write those Exemplar nominations. I believe we are at about less than a month in that window. And Exemplar writing was not amazing last Exemplar window, meaning like quality was great, quantity was not. We definitely want to see more judges highlight amazing actions that are happening out there. So use all of your Exemplar nominations. If you could, that would be wonderful.
Exemplar is great.
Thanks, Ryan.
Does anyone else have any other announcements?
Yeah, I just wanted to once again reiterate that our conference committee did approve a conference. We had a conference happen. They're going to pay for it out of the budget that we just approved. And I really would love to see us spend more of this money that we have thrown at them on conferences. Please apply. There's a link on the website. And if you can't find the link, just ask somebody and they will help you find it. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is the Judge Foundry shop is open until December 31st. And so you can buy stuff for, whatever seasonal holiday that you celebrate in December for other people that says Judge Foundry on it. You should do that.
I now have a cat. Anyone else have other announcements? No? Okay, in that case, I think we are done with all our meeting stuff for November. Thanks everybody for coming out. And we will see you all at the beginning of December.